My third is tomatoes. So here we go. Here's one of my tomatoes here. And you know, most of us love tomatoes, don't we? They're really easy to grow. I grow them, like this one is a super steak tomato, and I grow them, in January inside, and then keep them growing until I can put them outside. Now you obviously need a bit of space to do that. They take up a windowsill, but it just means you get that early crop. On one of my plants over here, I've already got my first, let me show you. I've already got my first tomato from this one here. Where can you see it? So I've got my first super steak. So you can, obviously it's a very productive plant. Again, I prefer the indeterminate varieties, which means they grow tall, rather than the bush varieties. But if I show you here, I'm getting a tour of my garden as well. These are all the offshoots I've taken. Now they look a bit dilapidated because I cut them off this morning, but there's about 20 shoots there from all of them. I've got about 6 plants dotted around, tomato plants, and I've been a bit laid back about cutting the suckers, and the suckers are little offshoots that come from here and they start a new branch. So I've trimmed them off, and that's what's in the jar. And now the great thing about tomatoes is that they have hairs on the stems, and if you put them in water they want to root. And even in here, in fact you can see them here, they're, even though that's being in the ground, I hope you can see that the roots here, there's still more roots wanting to come off. Do you see? It's starting to root even more. So that's exactly what those suckers are going to do now that are in that jar, and that's a ton of new plants that I've got, and a ton more tomatoes I can grow without that compost of having to pop them in trays and repot them. So it saves a lot of money in terms of being able to kind of produce more plants very easily and cost effectively, as well as obviously that crop of fruit. So I do enjoy them fresh, but they are fantastic as sauces. I make the majority of mine as sauces and put them in the freezer, and then just use them throughout the year then whenever we want curries or even a really nice tomato soup.